Did you know the CIA once used a video game to recruit agents? It sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, but it's true. Yeah, you heard that right. The world of espionage and the world of gaming collided in a way that no one could have predicted. We're talking real-life spies, trained in the art of deception, recruited through a medium often associated with pizza and Mountain Dew. Wild, right? Imagine being so good at a game that you catch the eye of the CIA. The CIA, like any organization, needs to adapt to survive. But at what cost? They can't rely on old methods in a rapidly evolving world. The world is changing faster than ever, and the old ways of doing things just don't cut it anymore. Technology is advancing at a breakneck pace, and with it, the methods of espionage and intelligence gathering. This is especially true when it comes to finding the best and brightest minds to join the ranks of the intelligence community. But is it ethical to target gamers, often young and impressionable, for such high-stakes roles? The CIA needs people who are sharp, tech-savvy, and able to think on their feet. Gamers are used to thinking quickly, adapting to new situations, and solving complex problems under pressure. So, it should come as no surprise that the CIA has turned to video games as a way to find the next generation of intelligence professionals. But what does this say about our society when a pastime becomes a pipeline to espionage? It's a bold move, but one fraught with ethical dilemmas. The lines between virtual and reality are blurring, and the skills honed in the digital realm are proving invaluable in the real world. So next time you pick up a controller, remember, you might just be training for a future in the world of espionage. The danger zone is closer than you think, and it raises some serious questions about the future of recruitment and the ethics behind it. We're not just talking about any video game here. We're diving into a world where virtual reality is being used to manipulate real-world skills. Enter Ghost Recon, a tactical shooter franchise that's more than just a game. It's a tool for honing skills that intelligence agencies find invaluable. This game isn't just about shooting. It's about strategy, planning, and execution. Think Call of Duty, but with more strategy, more stealth, and a whole lot more thinking involved. While Call of Duty might be about fast reflexes and quick kills, Ghost Recon demands patience, precision, and a tactical mindset. This isn't some mindless shoot-'em-up arcade game. It's a sophisticated simulation that mirrors real-life military operations, and it's being used to groom potential recruits. Ghost Recon requires players to think strategically, work together, and make split-second decisions under pressure. These are the same skills that intelligence agencies are looking to exploit. That's right. The CIA is interested in these very skills. The ability to analyze situations, coordinate with a team, and make quick, informed decisions is invaluable to them. In the world of espionage, being able to think like your enemy, anticipate their moves, and outmaneuver them is critical. And guess what? These are the very skills you develop while playing Ghost Recon. Every time you boot up Ghost Recon, you might be unknowingly training for a future in intelligence. The virtual battlefield could be a covert recruitment ground for the CIA, manipulating gamers into becoming the next generation of spies. If you found this content intriguing, please comment, like, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights. Let's face it, the CIA has a serious image problem. When people think of the CIA, they often picture stuffy old guys in suits. Not exactly the most appealing image for millennials and Gen Z. So, the CIA decided to target a new demographic: gamers. But is it ethical to recruit young people for covert operations through their favorite pastime? The traditional methods of recruitment, like career fairs and newspaper ads, just weren't cutting it anymore. The CIA needed to meet potential recruits where they were, online and immersed in digital worlds. But at what cost to their innocence and freedom? Enter Ghost Recon. The game's immense popularity and hyper-realistic portrayal of military operations blurred the lines between entertainment and recruitment. Imagine product placement, but instead of selling soda, they're subtly selling a career in espionage. The game's focus on teamwork, strategy, and problem-solving was a perfect match for the skills the CIA needed. By collaborating with the game's developers, the CIA could covertly introduce players to the idea of a career in intelligence. This wasn't just about training simulations. It was about blurring the lines between virtual strategy and real-life espionage, making gamers question where the game ends and reality begins. Stay with us until the end for an exciting conclusion you won't want to miss. From console to Camp Peary, the controversial path of gamers turned CIA operatives. While the CIA hasn't released any official figures on how many recruits they've gained through Ghost Recon, anecdotal evidence suggests the game has had a real impact. But is this impact entirely positive? The immersive nature of Ghost Recon, with its realistic scenarios and strategic gameplay, has captivated many gamers. There are stories of gamers who, after logging countless hours in the Ghost Recon universe, felt a calling to serve their country. However, the transition from virtual missions to real-life operations isn't without its risks. Inspired by the game's depiction of tactical operations, these individuals saw beyond the game and recognized the skills they developed could be applied to real-world situations. But what happens when the line between game and reality blurs? These weren't just kids who loved playing soldier. They were individuals who possessed the critical thinking, problem-solving, and adaptability that the CIA desperately needed. Yet the game had honed their abilities to analyze complex situations, make quick decisions, and work as a team in a controlled environment. Ghost Recon acted as a virtual proving ground, but could this virtual experience truly prepare them for the moral and ethical complexities of real-life service? The game's realistic scenarios provided a unique training environment, allowing players to develop and showcase their strategic thinking and tactical prowess. However, this virtual experience often mirrored the challenges faced by real-life operatives in a simplified manner. As a result, many gamers found themselves drawn to a career with the CIA, where they could put their skills to use in service of their country. But the transition from console to Camp Peary raises questions about the psychological and emotional readiness of these individuals. The skills they honed in the game provided a solid foundation for the rigorous training at Camp Peary, but the shift from virtual to real-world operations is fraught with potential dangers and unforeseen consequences. Level up your career. The future of recruitment is here. The CIA's use of Ghost Recon is just the beginning of a much larger, more controversial trend. As technology advances and the lines between the virtual and real worlds continue to blur, we are on the brink of a recruitment revolution that could redefine privacy and ethics. The military has been using video games for training for years, but what if these games are also subtly shaping the minds of future soldiers? Imagine a world where your gaming habits are monitored and analyzed to determine your suitability for military service. What better way to assess a candidate's strategic thinking, hand-eye coordination, and ability to work under pressure than by observing them in a virtual environment? But at what cost to personal freedom? This isn't science fiction. It's a controversial glimpse into the future of recruitment, where technology could be both a tool and a weapon. Esports and espionage, a match. Made in Silicon Valley? It's not just the military and intelligence agencies that are taking notice. The skills honed by gamers are being eyed by a wide range of industries. Problem-solving, teamwork, adaptability. These are qualities that employers in all sectors are looking for. But here's the twist. More and more companies are incorporating gaming into their recruitment processes. Imagine your gaming skills landing you a job interview or even a top-secret mission. The lines between Silicon Valley and intelligence agencies are blurring. The future is weird, man. Beyond the game, the ethics of virtual recruitment. With any groundbreaking technology, ethical dilemmas are inevitable. Critics argue that using video games for recruitment is a form of manipulation, glorifying violence, and giving an unfair advantage to those who grew up immersed in these virtual worlds. These concerns are not just valid, they are crucial to address in an open and honest dialogue. Yet, we must also acknowledge that video games are powerful tools. Like any tool, they can be wielded for noble purposes or for harm. The real question is, how do we choose to use them? Game over, or just the beginning? The CIA's use of Ghost Recon is not just fascinating. It's a controversial shift that blurs the lines between the virtual and real worlds. This is more than a sign of the times. It's a bold statement that the old ways of recruitment are dying, and a new era is dawning. So, the next time you boot up your favorite video game, consider this. You might be unknowingly stepping into the future of recruitment. Is this the end of traditional methods, or just the beginning of something unprecedented? One thing's for sure, it's going to be a wild ride. Please comment, like, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.